Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jenna, but you guys can call me Jen. And today I'm coming at you with the mid-year book freakout tag? The mid-year book freakout tag. Yeah, that's what it's called. I figured that it was about time that I filmed this video because I managed to hit my Goodreads goal of reading 35 books, and I surpassed it because I've read 36. So I figured it's probably the best time to do this. And I've been eyeing it on YouTube and seeing it everywhere, so it's about time. So I thought I'd do a little bit more of a chill vlog. And I have you in my hand today, which is probably going to make my arm very tired, so we will see how long this lasts. Alright. The very first question is, what is the best book you've read so far this year? Now, that is very easy. And that is Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. This book blew me away. I absolutely adore this book, and if you want to see me gush about it, go watch some of my reading vlogs, because it's everything that our world should be right now, in all honesty. Some honorary mentions for best book are Skyward by Brandon Sanderson and Again But Better by Christine Riccio, but they're in different spots in my room, so this one for sure. So the second prompt is, what is the best sequel you have read so far this year? So the only books that I've read with sequels this year are Lord of the Rings and The Keeper of Lost Cities. So the best sequels that I believe are The Two Towers by J.R.R. Tolkien. I was about to say George R.R. Martin. No, not even close. Well, the double R's are close, but no. Jert. We're gonna call him Jert, because I cannot say J.R.R. Tolkien without accidentally saying George. So this one, because this is a fantastically rich story, and I absolutely adored it, and I think it's a fantastic second book, which often you don't find in series. And then this one is book 3 in the Keeper of the Lost City series, and it is Everblaze. This one was very good. I honestly can't tell you which of the Keeper of Lost Cities books I like more than the others, so I just grabbed this one off my shelf to say that I love these. I still haven't read book 4 yet, but that is up next, I think. Very soon, because I miss these books. They're so lovely, fantastic middle grade series, and they're chunky, but they go by so fast, so I highly recommend these. Number 3 is a new release that you have but have not read yet. Now that is Kingsbane by Claire Legrand. So I got this one recently because didn't it just come out? Yeah, it just came out a few weeks ago, I believe, in June. And I was very excited for this. I've had this pre-ordered for a long time, and I haven't actually gone to the bookstore and bought a brand new release in a little while that I have not read yet. So usually when I do that, I read it right away, which is interesting. Little factoid about me, but Kingsbane I have not read yet because I wanted to reread Furyborn first, which I have done now. I have listened to the audiobook, which was very good. So I think this will be a pickup for me, I believe in August. Maybe. If not August, definitely September, but sometime soon. Editing Jenna here. I realized I forgot to answer one of the questions, and it is, what is my most anticipated release of the year? And that is Children of Virtue and Vengeance. I am so pumped about that book. I've been pumped about that book since I first laid eyes on Children of Blood and Bone. So, that is my answer for what was supposed to be the fourth question in this that I skipped over it, I guess, on my list downstairs. I had written them so tightly together I didn't see that number 4 was most anticipated release of 2019 for the second half at least, and it is definitely Children of Virtue and Vengeance. Alright, back to other Jenna. Number 5 is, what is the biggest disappointment of the year so far? So this one and the next prompt are a little bit difficult for me to answer, because when I read books, I try to read books that I really enjoy, or are I don't have high expectations going into them because they're school books and I automatically know that I'm going to be a little bit salty about reading them. But for this one I chose Circe by Madeline Miller because something just felt off when I read it. You can go see one of my reading vlogs that is with the buddy read that I did this with Kalyn Abridged here on YouTube. I really did enjoy this book, don't get me wrong, but it just was lacking something, and I think I went in with too high of expectations. So this will be my biggest disappointment of 2019 so far. And just like the previous one, the biggest surprise of the year, I don't really know, because I looked at my Goodreads list and all of my books that I have read, I'm like, yeah, I expected to really like them. So I picked The Last Magician because I felt like I didn't expect to love it as much as I did going in, so I guess that's a surprise, but I knew I was gonna like it because it's right up my alley. It's fantasy and it's got magic in it, and it's like urban fantasy, so you're dealing with like modern day New York and like 1920s, not 1920s, 1900s New York, which is really fun, and I really enjoy those kind of books. So I don't know, we're picking The Last Magician by Lisa Maxwell for this prompt because I don't really have any clue what else I would choose. Number 7 is a favorite new author to me, or a debut author, and I have a few because a lot of the authors actually that I've read this year are new to me, which is so exciting. So we have, I've listed them here. We have Casey McQuiston, who wrote Red, White, and Royal Blue. Definitely is going to be an auto buy from now on. I also have Christina Lauren because I read one of her books just recently and I really enjoyed it. I found the writing very, very good, and it was so funny that I was laughing out loud in my car because I was listening to it on audiobook. And Taylor Jenkins Reid because of Daisy Jones and The Six. I adored that book. It has not made it on the list yet for this mid-year book freakout tag, but there it is. I have yet to read any other of Taylor Jenkins Reid's books, but I do have The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo on my bookshelf that I am excited to read sometime very soon. I think that one will probably be September. I'm not exactly sure, but maybe. Those are just a few. I also am, like, new to me is Samantha Shannon, Margaret Rogerson, Lisa Maxwell, we have Shannon Messenger. We got so many. I love finding new authors to read because it just widens my breadth of books. Also Brandon Sanderson, he's really great too. So number 8 is my newest fictional crush. And I know when I say this, people are going to be like, but he's gay. Listen, I can have a girl crush on Henry all day, every day, and I will, because Henry from this book is literally the dream. He's just wonderful. He is such a lovely human being, and he's just so kind. I know he's gay, but that's fine. I can dream of a straight version of him, maybe, would be lovely. I don't know. But yes, definitely him. Out of all of the books that I've read so far, he's the one that has stood out. Number 9, he's one of my favorite characters as well, but I've also have some favorite characters from The Priory of the Orange Tree, which is Iad from here, and I really quite like Loth from here as well, and Margaret from here. But another one of my favorite characters is Tyrion from Game of Thrones. I adore him in the books. He's just such a fantastic character. I love how complex he is. It's wonderful. I love it. Number 10 is a book that made me cry. Now, I'm very emotional, so I cried at a lot of things, and I cried at many of the books I've already mentioned today. But I'm gonna do a special mention because there's video proof of me crying on the internet over this book, and that is J.R.R. Tolkien's Return of the King. I read this during one of my reading vlogs. Not my reading, I think it was my writing vlog. One of my writing vlogs in May, and I was filming a clip and I just started crying because of Return of the King, which is such a mood. Honestly, this book wrecked my soul. I cried about this book for like a good half hour after I finished it. It is so deeply moving and wrecked me and made me so emotional in all the worst ways. But yes, this is definitely one that made me cry. And fittingly, number 11 is a book that made you happy. Now, I don't really know. Book that made me happy. Christina Lauren's Unhoneymooners. So I listened to that on audiobook through Scribd, and I laughed out loud at that book. It was so wonderful. I enjoyed the dynamic between the two characters so much, and just, I don't know, it was, there's a moment in it where just like the pure, just like the feeling that you get when a character's embarrassed, you're embarrassed for them. There was a lot of moments like that. But like funny moments, so I was laughing out loud. It was so good. That book made me very, very happy. Honestly, I don't know what else I would pick. Maybe some of the Keepers of the Lost Cities books. But yes, definitely Christina Lauren's The Unhoneymooners. Number 12 is the favorite book to movie adaptation. Now, okay, so this trilogy is just dominating my channel today, but that will be, I'm just gonna say Fellowship of the Ring. Because it is iconic, and I watched it for the first time this year. Yes, I know I'm late to the game, but it was fantastic, and I wanted to read the books before I watched the movies, so I did, and this is my favorite one. Because, you know, it's the first one, it's iconic, it's great, yeah, the movie's fantastic. I can't say enough about it. 13, what is my favorite video that I have done so far this year? And I gave this a bit of thought because I am new to BookTube, but I think one of my favorite videos is my very first vlog that I did when I took you guys to the book fair here, and then I took you guys to the haunted hotel for the writer's retreat, which is probably the most eventful vlog that I've had so far on my channel. But yes, oh, I love that vlog. I go back and watch over it, and I've like made my mom watch it because I'm like, it's one of my favorites, look. It's me taking people to a haunted hotel. I love it. But yeah, I think that was my favorite video I've done so far this year. 14 is what is the most beautiful book that you have bought or received? And this one I have a few options for. So I could go with Sorcery of Thorns, which is honestly gorgeous. I love this. Or I could go with The Enchantment of Ravens, which is also gorgeous. Same author. Same illustrator, I believe. Same style of illustration. Like, look at it. It's not really doing it justice, but it's absolutely gorgeous. And I also have... Oh, it's so heavy. I also have Priory of the Orange Tree because it is one of my favorite book covers of all time. Ever. I just love the... I love it. I love it. There's even a dragon on the back. It's just fantastic. An honorary mention is probably The Gilded Wolves. That one is also a very, very beautiful cover. But I think actually this year that the cover game is being stepped up across the board with books. There's so many beautiful ones coming out. And number 15, what are some books that you have on your TBR for the rest of the year? And I have many, many, many books. You can actually go check out my July TBR that I released. It is my TBR for the Medievalathon and basically Brit's 24-hour readathon, and then one of the books that I'm reading for a book club with my friends. And besides those, honorary mentions are The Flat Share by Beth O'Leary, Fixer Up by Tessa Bailey, and Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. So I've heard a lot of good things about this trilogy and I really want to get to it. But other than that, I have so many books that I want to get to. Honestly, like you can see all of these buddies and all of these, except for Stranger Dreamer. That one's just sitting there because I have nowhere else to put it. But yes, anyways, friends, that brings us to the end of my mid-year book freakout tag. And I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down below what is your favorite book that you've read so far this year. I would love to know because this is one of my favorite videos to watch on YouTube right now. So I'd love to hear your guys' answers to these questions as well. Or if you've done this video, let me know down below and I'll go watch it. But yes, so I'll see you in another video soon. Make sure to like this video and subscribe down below and hit that little bell icon so you know when I next upload. And stay kind and keep on reading. Bye guys!